Imagine running your best ultras in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or even beyond. I'm in my 60s. Not by sheer willpower, but by precise strategic training. How do some ultra runners defy odds and excel as they age while others fade away? Let's discuss some strategies that might transform your long-term performance. Aging runners, there are several things you can do. Reimagining your ultra running journey. Sometimes the traditional just run more mileage approach falters as you age. I still believe in getting a lot of miles in. I think it helps your performances. However, you have to balance that with your ability to recover as you get older. You got to shift your mindset from quantity to quality and longevity. Use the concept of a smart ultra runner. It means sometimes you do 2 runs in a day to get your mileage up instead of just long single runs. Just so you have a little bit more time to recover, but you're still able to get some volume in. You still do speed work. You need some speed work to keep your older body from losing all of its speed. You also, just in general in running, you want to be able to, it improves your engine to do some speed work. But you sometimes with an older body, you have to do it in smaller doses, be a little smarter about it. Whereas you could have done 2 or 3 speed sessions per week when you were younger. As you get old like me, it's probably once a week. Sometimes you go to once every 10 days or so. You want to emphasize your recovery, including quality sleep. Quality sleep, I think, is very important. You want to think about your strength, because research has shown that we lose strength over the years as we age. So you want to do some strength training as a 40 and over ultra runner, not just leg day. You want to do targeted exercises to prevent injuries and keep your power. Your aging body. Integrate progressive overload and periodization into your strength routine for sustainable gains. That's true. I find that doing a lot of functional movements just to keep my baseline strength there is very important. It also helps with things like my aging back and things like that. So I believe in a lot of functional movements like body weight exercises, squats, lunges, etc. I do a lot of kettlebell exercises because you're able to do a lot of functional movements with it, and things like farmer's carries or walking with a weighted vest I think are great. Master your recovery. It's your secret weapon. Advanced techniques for faster bounce back and preventing burnout, like hacks to sleep, like turning off your electronic devices at night when you're about to go to sleep. And I found that drinking like a sleepy time tea before bed helps me stay asleep through the night. You want to do active recovery. So on your off days, I'll run hard. If I have a hard like speed workout or long run day, I feel that I need to recover some the next day. But I don't just stay completely still. I may not run that day, or I'll run very little, but I'm going to go out and walk or do my kettlebell workouts or something like that. Just keeping the body active, keep moving. I think it's very important. Don't overlook the idea of psychological recovery as well. Sometimes after a long race or races, you just become burned out mentally and you need a little time off. So again, I take that time off, but still try to stay active, stay walking, do something you enjoy to keep yourself active, but not necessarily training all the time or pushing toward a goal all the time. Sometimes you need that psychological break. You can use now the new wearable tech like my Garmin watch or Quaros or something like that to give you biometric feedback. I actually think it helps give you an idea. I don't follow it exactly, but it gives you an idea when these watches do a pretty good job of, you can tell a baseline whether you are more tired than you should be, or your body is not really ready to go again. Pacing, performance, running smarter, not harder. As I've gotten older, I can't run as fast as I could before, but I will say the reason I'm able to still have good ultra marathon performances is even though our speed drops, our endurance does not. I don't think it does. I can still go longer, and my endurance is there. I go longer now than I could when I was in my 20s and 30s. I just can't go at the speed at all. So you need to do, so you want to define your peak performance. Is it the going at the fastest possible pace, or is it sustaining the effort over time? So some of my best performances now are, I do a lot of fixed time races. How much distance can I cover in the time? Well, Best way to do that is to be able to keep a sustainable pace for several hours instead of just a burst or running my fastest 5K, which I really can't do anymore. You can still improve your 5K from where you are now to even at an older age by doing the right training, but you're never going to be probably to the point where you're running where you were in your 20s or 30s. You have to follow the art of listening to your body. When it says push, push. When it says to pull back, and you adapt your training on the fly. So sometimes if I'm just feeling, even though I have a training session planned, if I just feel really tired, I will just walk that day or run really easily. And I think that's very important, both psychologically, mentally, and for your body. And what you really want to do is build a sustainable program that keeps you where you continue to listen to your body and do things that you can maintain. So you can follow it and keep running for decades more. Don't overlook the benefit of cross training. So you have diverse movements, and you want to be athletically a good body. You don't want to just be a runner only. You want your body to be able to move side to side. Partly if you're on the trails and you need to go jump over a log or you need to move side to side quickly, you want your body to adapt and be able to do it. If you run always in one plane, just straight forward, and you never train anything else, you're more likely to fall on the trail. There's no doubt, because you want to be a good athlete as well. So try to embrace the evolution of your ultra running identity and continue to enjoy the sport. Again, if you enjoy the sport, you're going to keep moving, and I think that's good for all of us. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And keep moving!